I'm sharing the screen. Screen is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today we are going to learn about heat. Then we will going to learn about work of expansion, or pressure or volume. Okay, these are the things we will learn. So, so first, what is heat? See, heat is actually a mode of energy exchange between the systems and surroundings. Heat is a method of energy exchange. Okay, and this take place when there is a difference in temperature between the surroundings and systems. When there is a temperature distance, then exchange of heat is taking place. Okay, so the sign of heat is always Q. Okay, and when heat is given by the system to the surroundings, it is given a negative sign. That means when heat is given by the system, okay, when heat is given by the system, then it will be minus Q. Okay, when heat is given sorry, when heat is given by the system, it will be minus Q. And when heat is absorbed by the system, okay, from the surrounding, then it will be plus Q. Very important thing to remember. In thermodynamics, sign of different quantity is very important. So sign of different quantity is very important. Now the thing is that when heat is given by the system, then it will be negative, and when heat is that means heat is absorbed by the system.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Pradeep. Okay, so when heat is absorbed by the system, it will be positive, and when it is given out by the system, then it will be negative. Unit of Q always will be in calories. Okay, now what is calorie? A calorie is defined as the quantity of heat required to rise the temperature of 1 gram of water to 1 degree centigrade. Okay, that means the amount of energy required to rise the temperature of 1 gram of substance by 1 degree is actually known as the calorie. In SI system, heat is expressed in terms of joules. Okay, 1 calorie is 4.184 joules. Okay, so these are the things we have to remember. These are the things are very important. What is calorie? What is the SI unit of heat? Okay, 1 calorie is equals to how much joules? So these are the things you have to remember. 1 calorie is equals to 4.184 joules. Okay. Now, in a general case, what happened? See. So let we consider a general case in which a change of state is brought about both by doing work done and transfer of heat. Okay, that means change of state is taking place. Change of state is taking place at the same time by the work done or by the transfer of heat. Now the change of internal energy will be what? Change of internal energy means U internal energy is U. Change in internal energy will be delta U. Internal energy is U. So change in internal energy will be delta U. So delta U equals to Q plus W. Delta U equals to what? Q plus W. Now, Q plus W equals to delta U will depend only on the initial state and final state. Yeah, obviously, internal energy is always depend on initial and final state. It is a state function. Okay. Now, if there is no transfer of energy as well as heat, so there is no transfer of energy, then work done will be 0. If there is no transfer of energy, work done will be 0. And if there is no transfer of heat, then heat, that means Q equals to 0. So is W equals to 0, Q equals to 0, then del U is also equals to 0. Right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so del U that means change in internal energy equals to heat plus work done. That means the energy of an isolated system is always constant. The energy of the very important thing, very important thing, the energy of an isolated system is always constant. This is the first law of thermodynamics. This is the first law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics. That means an isolated system means no exchange of heat, isolated system, and no exchange of matter also. So if there is no work done, no heat change, then the energies always remain constant. Okay, so this is actually first law of thermodynamics. See, till this much, this general case you have understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next we have to learn two things. One is reversible process, another is irreversible process. Then we will do this one and the work on expansion and expansion. See, reversible process. See, what is reversible process? See, a reversible process is which is carried out infinitesimally slow. That means very slow. Okay, when a process is carried out, it's very slow, so that all the changes occur in the direct process can be exactly reversed. So as the reaction proceeds very slow, so at any step the reaction can be reversed. The reaction can be reversed, exactly reversed. And the system remained almost in a state of equilibrium. Equilibrium means the forward reaction and backward reaction, the rate of the forward reaction and backward reaction always same. Okay, so so it is said that the system remains almost in a state of equilibrium with the surroundings. So that means systems and surroundings, there will be a equilibrium. The system changes to surrounding changes to system, and the procedure is very slow. That's why this equilibrium can maintain at every stage of the process. So this is the reversible process, mainly the process which is reversed. Okay, generally we can say the process which we can reverse is known as reversible process. Okay, and what is irreversible process? See, irreversible process is just the opposite of reversible process. So an irreversible process is defined as that process which is not carried out infinitesimally. That means irreversible process carried out very fast. As the reaction is carried out very fast, so each and every reaction proceeds to successive steps. So if it is proceed very slowly, so from the successive step, we can reverse it back. But when the reaction carried out very fast, so from each and every successive step, we cannot reverse it back. It's not possible to reverse it back. Okay. So, so that the successive steps of the direct process cannot be retract, and only change in the external condition disturb the equilibrium. Okay, so if there is a change in surroundings, then only equilibrium disturbs, others are not. So these are actually known as irreversible process. So your homework will be, okay, homework is difference. You have to write the difference. Okay, you have to write the difference. Okay, you have to write the difference between reversible or irreversible process. Tomorrow I will ask the difference between reversible and irreversible process. Say, any problem in reversible and irreversible process? Do you have any confusion in reversible and irreversible process?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then we move to here. The work of expansion and compression are by the pressure or volume. So actually, this type of work is involved in the system which consisting of gases, because gas can be easily compressed, right? And these are the most important work. This type of work, that means expansion and compression. These are the most most important part in thermodynamics. Okay, when a gas expands and when a gas contracts against the external pressure, right? So work done has done, and that work done is actually known as mechanical work. Okay, so by the external pressure, when gas by the external pressure, when gas contract and when gas expand, in both the case, okay, when gas expand, when gas contract, then mechanical work done is taking place. So we will here do the expansion process. So let's see. I have this is the expansion of gas. Yes. Say. Okay, so this is one cylinder, you can see in the picture. This is one cylinder. In cylinder, gas is filled. Okay, because of the external pressure. So first the piston is over here. Okay, then in next step the piston is become over here. That means expansion of gas is taking place, and the distance between the first position and the second position of the piston is very small. That's why it is dl. Now area of cross section of cylinder, area of cross section of cylinder equals to A. See, this portion we take as A. So A square centimeter A square centimeter. Pressure on the piston will be P. Pressure on the piston is P, which is slightly less than the external pressure is slightly less than the internal pressure. Because of that, expansion is taking place. Okay, internal pressure is slightly less than the external pressure. That's why the expansion is taking place. Okay, so external pressure is less and internal pressure is more. Okay, the distance to gas expand, distance through gas expands is, see here, this one dl centimeter. Then what is pressure? Pressure is actually force per unit area. Okay, so pressure is what? Pressure is force per unit area. That means the force F acting on the piston will be force acting on the piston. Piston will be F equals to pressure into A. A is what? cross section area of the cylinder? Then work done by the gas will be work done by the gas. Okay, work done by the gas will be force into distance. Force into distance. Force into distance will be, force means what? This one, P into A. Distance is what? dl. Okay. But this A into dl is very, very small. That's why we are considering it as dV. Okay. A small increase in volume of the gas. A small increase in the volume of the gas. So as A and D is very small, then work done is also become very small. Okay, so we can write work done is delta W, as these two unit is become very small. So obviously work done will also be very small. So work done will be P into dV. Okay. Now if the gas expands, from initial volume V1 to final volume V2. Okay, initial volume V1 to final volume V2. Then the total work done will be, W equals to integration volume V1 to V2 P dV. Okay, now if the gas expands against constant external pressure, that means irreversible process. So if the process is irreversible, if the process is irreversible, okay, then we can write V1 to V2 dV, then P V2 minus V1 means P dot so what is del V? Del V was the del V is equals to V2 minus V1, which is the total change in the volume of the gas, which is the total change in the volume of the gas. Total change in the volume of the gas. Okay? Till this much clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now this is when the external pressure, okay, this is the external pressure is less than the internal pressure. That's why expansion takes place. Now, if external pressure is more, okay, if external pressure is more than that of internal pressure, then compression will take place. Instead of expansion, compression will take place. Okay, so if we consider P external, okay, so if Sorry. Okay. So if P is external, P is external pressure. If P is external pressure, then we have to use Pxt like this. So the equation become now W equals to Pxt into, if the pressure is external pressure, then the formula become this one. Okay. Now, sign of W. Sign of W and general expression for W. Sign of W and general expression for W. So W is become positive, okay, if work is done on the system. If work is done on the system, okay, W become negative if work is done by the system. Work is done by the system. Okay. And the general expression for W will be W equals to minus P external del V equals to P external del V means what? V2 minus V1 P external VF minus VI, and the final volume or initial volume. This above expression, this one, this above expression works for both, okay, works for both compression as well as, you can say that, for expansion also. How? Okay, for expansion what happened? For expansion V2, sorry, for expansion what happened? V2 greater than V1. Okay, so V2 minus V1 become positive. So when V2 minus V1 become positive, then P external will be the negative and W will be negative. Okay, and for compression, what happened? V2 less than V1, then V2 minus V1 become negative. So if V2 minus V1, here, see, look at here. If V2 minus V1 become negative, the W become positive. W become positive means what? Work is done on the system. Okay, so by this we can easily, by this help of this equation, we can easily do the work done process. Tell me, clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Then unit of W. The unit for work is as same for energy. It is it will be arg it will be R or joules. 1 joule is equals to 1 Newton per meter is equals to 1 kg meter square per second square. Okay. See, till this much you have understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
No confusion? You have to practice these things, okay? These things you have to practice again and again. If you don't practice, the problem is that if you don't practice, you can't remember those things. Practice is very important.